Technical Analysis Part 2, Support and Resistance. Support and resistance are considered to be the major parts of technical analysis. In this video we will be covering about support and resistance of the stocks. Moving on. What is resistance? An area of resistance or resistance level indicates that the stock or index is finding it difficult to break through it, and may head lower in the near term. The more times that the stock or index has tried unsuccessfully to break through the resistance level, the more formidable that area of resistance becomes. To make it simple, resistance is a level and the stock finds it difficult to move above this level. Next, what is support? An area of support or support level indicates that the stock or index is finding it difficult to break below it, and may head higher in the near term. The more times that the stock or index has tried unsuccessfully to break below the support level, the more formidable that area of support becomes. It is thought of as the level at which a lot of buyers tend to enter the stock. To make it simple, support is a level and the stock finds it difficult to break below this level. Identifying resistance. To identify resistance, one has to identify above which level is the stock finding it difficult to go up. This level or the price is the resistance for the stock. Let's see few stock charts to understand the concept better. In the chart of SPI, one can observe that SPI has struggled to move above the level of 2,480 even after several attempts. Therefore for SPI, 2,480 is the resistance. Next, we have the stock chart of Tata Steel. Here one can find that even after several attempts, Tata Steel hasn't moved above 565. Therefore for Tata Steel 565 is the resistance. Lastly, we have the chart of Hindalco. Even Hindalco has made several unsuccessful attempts to cross above 196, therefore 196 is the resistance for Hindalco. Next, identifying support. To identify support, one has to identify below which level is the stock finding it difficult to go down. This level or the price is the support for the stock. To understand it better, let's see few stock charts. Firstly, here in the chart of Tata Steel, the stock has failed to break below the level of 545 even after several attempts, therefore 545 is the support for Tata Steel. Next we have the stock chart of TCS. In this chart of TCS has not broken below 2,490. Even after several attempts, therefore 2,490 is the support for TCS. Now as we know how to identify both support and resistance, it is important to know that if the stock breaks the resistance, then the resistance will itself turn into support, and similarly if the stock breaks the support, then the support will itself turn into resistance. Let's see an example. In this stock chart of Seat Tires, one can see that 700 was the resistance for the stock, initially. After it broke the resistance of 700, it managed to rally more than 25% before it started to correct. In the course of correction, the stock managed to find multiple supports at the level of 700, which was the previous resistance for the stock, and then managed to bounce back from the levels of 700. Lastly, what are breakouts? A breakout is the stock price that moves outside the defined resistance with an increased volume. Traders usually enter long positions after the stock breaks the resistance. Let's try to understand it better with an example. In this chart of BHEL, 200 had proven to be the resistance for the stock. As the chart shows, after a month of consolidation the stock broke the resistance of 200 with high volumes. Such massive price movement above the resistance with increased volume are called breakouts. As we can see, after the resistance of 200 was broken, the stock later managed to rally over 30% in a matter of few weeks. Similarly, when the stock breaks the defined support with good volumes, then it is termed as breakdowns. Traders usually enter short positions when the stock breaks down. The massive price movements during breakouts or breakdowns give traders a good opportunity to make profits. Here we come to the end of this tutorial. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.